Now let's go and do a speed test between both of these phones. The iPhone XR has that Apple A12 Bionic chip inside of it with 3 GB of RAM, where the OnePlus 9 has that Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset inside of it with 8 or 12 gigs of RAM depending on the model. This model has 8 gigs of RAM. So let's go and see which one is the faster one between both of these. Okay, now that we're back, let's go and clear all these things out. And as you can see, all the apps are cleared in the background. Let's get started. Let's do phone calls. 3, 2, 1. And about the same, I would say. There was a little bit of a difference there. Animation speed-wise, about the same too. Messages, let's do their app stores. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the OnePlus 9 was like almost instantaneous. The iPhone XR does look like it took a little bit of extra time, but it's totally okay. Getting into the actual scrolling of the speeds, you can see the OnePlus 9 I think seems to be faster. The iPhone XR may have been a little bit smoother, as you can see, but the OnePlus 9 is still a very fast phone too. Their cameras, 3, 2, 1. iPhone XR I think was the faster one there. Hopping out of this one, as always, third-party apps. We have a bunch of them. Let's go and get into it. Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And it does look like the OnePlus 9 may actually be faster here. And as you can see, the OnePlus 9 was pretty fast. The iPhone XR took a little bit of an extra second or two, but we did get into this other annoying panel. I don't know why it's always like that. Hopping out of this specific app, let's get into the next one, which is Facebook, 3, 2, 1. I think the OnePlus 9 was faster, but the iPhone XR, as always, was just a little bit behind. Getting into Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. And you can see, again, the OnePlus 9 was faster. The iPhone XR is pretty noticeably behind. This is one of those bigger differences that I'm able to see. I'm not really going to say that it's an amazingly crazy difference, but you can see there was a bit of a difference between both of these devices. Getting to some gameplay though, I'm pretty sure they're going to be roughly around the same. But as I mentioned before, that was a pretty big difference between these two devices. So that's a pretty important thing to keep in mind. Hopping out of this one, let's get into the next app, which is Instagram, which I don't have here. Snake versus Blocks, 3, 2, 1. And you can see the OnePlus 9 was faster. iPhone XR a little bit behind. Again, getting into some gameplay. I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference again, but that was quite a bit of a difference before on the other apps. Let's go ahead and do something like Bofa 3, 2, which I don't even have here. A very weird Dropbox 3, 2, 1. OnePlus 9 is faster. iPhone XR a bit behind. Quizlet 3, 2, 1. Again, OnePlus 9 is faster. iPhone XR a bit behind. Behind that one, Snapchat 3, 2, 1. OnePlus 9 I think was faster there. Twitter 3, 2, 1. I don't know what happened here, but I'll load that in the background for RAM management. Let's do Netflix 3, 2, 1. And you can see again the OnePlus 9 was faster. The iPhone XR again was a little bit behind. Now I thought I would have way more apps on this specific device, but I guess I don't. But I think at the end of it, I think the OnePlus 9 was probably the faster phone when it came down to it. I think the iPhone XR is actually still a very fast phone, as you guys were able to see. But I think the OnePlus 9 is probably the faster one. And honestly, I want the OnePlus 9 to be faster. This is a newer phone. It costs way more money, and there should be bigger improvements between these two phones. I feel like the smoothness was about the same. I'm surprised the iPhone XR isn't doing better in the RAM management, or the OnePlus 9 isn't. As you can see, that was one example. The OnePlus 9 was able to keep that app in the background. The iPhone XR did have to restart that app. So that's another kind of minor thing to keep in mind. So in terms of speed, I think that pretty much covers it up. You can see the OnePlus 9 is doing better at RAM management, but the speed and performance was still pretty good on the iPhone XR as well. So in terms of that, that pretty much covers it up.